Hi everybody, and welcome to a demonstration video for calculating weekly regular earnings. And in this chapter you learn that there are various pay periods and work weeks for each employee. There are various pay periods such as weekly, where the pay date occurs once a week on the same day of the week, bi-weekly, where the pay date occurs once every 2 weeks on the same day of the week. And you also learned that there were semi-monthly and monthly pay periods. So in this demo, what I'll do is I'll show you how to calculate weekly regular earnings. In the subsequent videos that I will have or that I'm making, will give you different demonstrations on how to calculate gross pay, overtime, commissions, and other incentive plans. So let's go ahead and calculate the weekly regular earnings. And I'm getting this information from the attached Word document in Blackboard in this area. And it's the second item in the Learning Plans 2 demonstration video, and you should have it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that in here, so maybe we can go ahead and see how it looks like. I'm going to copy it as a picture, and there. It looks a little funny, but we're going to have to work with it. So, and this should be something where you should have access to as well. So if you want to print out a copy, it's a good idea. All right, so for the first example, okay, we have Marty Weber. He earned $7.50 per hour and worked 39 hours during the most recent week. So in this case, all we have to do is, since he is an hourly employee, we're going to take $7.50. We're going to multiply it by, it's going to go ahead and I'm going to multiply it by the hours that he worked, which is 39 hours. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, for my formula, since I have it in Excel, and you can go ahead and follow this too, and Excel is like a huge calculator. You can go ahead and do your formulas or your calculation right in Excel. So what I'm going to do is, since I have it set up as the total pay per hour times, and I have the hours here, I can go ahead and put in equals. In Excel, you have to dictate an equal sign to tell Excel that, hey, I want to do this calculation. So I want to go ahead and take $7.50, so I can click on that cell, see how it's got B10 there now. B10, okay. Multiply. You can do the asterisk for a multiplication, or you can do I believe it's just multiplication with the asterisk. And you can go ahead and click on the 39 hours, because you're telling Excel, take $7.50, multiply it by 39 hours. And once you have the formula set such as this, you can press enter on your keyboard, and it will automatically give you the calculation in this cell. Okay, so that's just a quick calculation tactic or technique for you to learn. Well, that's how I do it for my calculations. Okay. Number 2. Jeff Stevens earns an annual salary of $85,000. Okay. So if they give us an annual salary, and we know that there's 52 weeks in a year, and we're calculating a weekly payroll here, we can go ahead and take his $85,000 annual salary, and I'm going to divide it by, okay, 52 weeks. Okay. So let's go ahead and take 85,000 divided by 52 weeks. And now I'm going to get a weekly payroll of $1,634.62. Okay. So my weekly payroll, I'm going to go ahead and so this is my weekly payroll for each employee right here. Better color, okay. For employee 3, I've got Thomas Deering. He earns $21 an hour and worked 40 hours during the most recent week. So he worked 40 hours last week, or this week we're paying him for what he had worked previous week. So basically all we know is he gets paid $21 per hour. I'm going to multiply that by his 40 hours that he worked. And once again, you can go ahead and do this too. You can take $21 times 40 hours, and you can get your answer as well. Or like I said before, you can go ahead and take equals, click on the cell that you want to multiply, and go ahead and enter. Same thing, okay? So basically for Thomas Deering, he earned $840 in that week. He gets paid $21 per hour for 40 hours. Number 4, Melanie Maddox earns an annual salary of $156,000. So once again, we are looking at a weekly payroll, so we're going to have to break it down. And we know how much she makes annually. It's $156,000. So once again, like what we did for Jeff, he has an annual salary of $85,000. We're going to go ahead and divide that by the 52 weeks again. Same thing that we did for Jeff. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take 156,000 divided by 52 weeks, and I'm going to get her weekly payroll of $3,000. Okay. And number 5, Lauren Bogman earns $20 per hour and worked 35 hours during the most recent week. So same thing. I'm going to go ahead and put 20 bucks in here. We know that she worked 35 hours, no other restrictions. So I'm going to take 20 hours. Let's do it this way, equals 20 hours times equals $20 per hour times 35 hours equals 700. Or you can go ahead and take the equal sign again. $20 times 35 hours equals $700 for that week to be distributed to Lauren Bogman. Okay, so that's how you calculate weekly payroll. If you have any questions, make sure you give me a call or email me. Otherwise, go ahead and watch my next video, which is going to be calculating weekly gross payroll after you have mastered this concept for calculating weekly regular earnings.